Jason Lee Podcast.
Welcome back to a whole new episode of the Jason Lee Podcast. Well, it's Valentine's Day today, and I'm still single. You know, are they clapping because I'm still single?
For your singleness.
Well, I posted this thing on Instagram the other day that said, will you be my Valentine's Day, my Valentine's? And then it said, oh, thank you for asking. No. Because the reality is that everybody that wants me, I don't want them. And, you know, congratulations to you who have found, let me give you a round of applause, who found somebody to keep you warm at night. And Rob, you have a new dog.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah.
Allegedly.
Oh. That's keeping you warm at night.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought it would be a kind gesture to give Rob a dog. So Marina and I, we conjured up this thing, as you know, to find Rob a dog, thinking that we'd be doing something nice for him. Well, it's the gift that keeps on giving because the dog is actually here in the studio. And although Marina is probably mad that her dog has not been allowed to come to work, Rob won't come to work without his.
Yes.
So you can now bring your dog to work. Johnny, if you have a dog, just everybody bring their dog to work.
Wait, for real? It's on camera. I got to record it.
I mean, otherwise you'll file a complaint with HR and I'll be in trouble. You know, because he black, he get to bring his dog. You know, I don't want no problems. Now that I'm the vice mayor, I'm seeing how rules can apply. People can start claiming things.
But she is an emotional support dog at the studio.
She
Whenever
is.
it's stressful.
His dog?
Yeah.
But she's only 3 months old, so she can only hold her bladder for an
baby.
hour per month of her age.
Rob has me terrified when he puts the damn thing down because I look at it and it sniffs everything and I'm like, it's getting ready.
She.
No, it looks like it wants to pee. And there's nothing worse than having light carpeting and little spots along the
little
way.
yellow stains.
Well, listen, there's a lot going on. Yellow stains. I thought of somebody's underwear years ago. By the way, if you're at any age over 18 and you still have doo-doo stains, your whole life needs to be
Skid marks.
reevaluated. Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I probably had a couple skids here and there because, you know, you're tinkering around, climbing trees, doing things. But after you get a certain age, you know you're supposed to wipe until it's clean.
Yes, you keep going.
Okay.
Till the paper's white.
How we went from a nice little cute dog to skid marks in your drawers, only on the Jason Lee Podcast. Listen, there's so much going on. Beyonce's tickets have hit the internet, and all of you are now not paying your rent. No, I'm not clapping this. Beyonce does not need any more money. The girl is already rich. Cowboy Carter, we get it. You won all these awards, and now you want to come out and collect. People are going to be mortgaging their houses, selling organs, giving plasma, all to go see Beyonce run around on stage with a Cowboy Carter hat and sing every song we just saw at the Renaissance tour. And I'm going to be right there with y'all because she's the greatest living performer.
Mm-hmm.
And have you seen Beyonce live?
A long time ago for the On the Run tour.
Okay, I will take Marina with me to see Cowboy Carter. Since I took Rob with me to see Renaissance.
How many cities? You went to a lot of cities.
I went to 3 cities. I spent $40,000, and it was a lot of money, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
It was absolutely worth it.
And we got to celebrate it. So it's like a celebration with your friends. And you know, I wish we were on the other side though, because that's the side she went to. But we still were close. Yeah.
She still saw you and acknowledged that she saw you.
She did, and she waved and she blew a kiss and she said, "I love you." For those of you that don't think Beyonce likes me, you know, I vacated these ideas that I should care what people think as it relates to anything. I'm gonna just keep on talking my stuff and moving along. And now it's the move along that you all signed up for. It's the stuff that you came to hear. It's the tea with Jason Lee. Baby. All of you are not loyal. The Super Bowl performance with Kendrick Lamar should have been followed by the Chris Brown song, Them Hoes Ain't Loyal, because everybody was up in arms in the culture because Lil Wayne didn't perform. And I have to tell you, I was one that said I would have loved to see Lil Wayne. I wasn't fighting for it and saying, oh my God, I can't believe Kendrick. Lil Wayne couldn't have did what Kendrick did. Mm-mm. And we're not even talking about the da-na-na-na, because that's most of which all y'all got. It was the symbolism that we're going to break down because, baby, Kendrick Lamar woke us all up during Black History Month in this one performance. I don't even know who won.
The Eagles. I forgot to. Shit.
Jalen Hurts. Why the gays only know the cute quarterbacks? We don't know nothing else. I was praying that Jalen Hurts won I was praying that the Eagles won just because of how good Jalen Hurts looked.
Of course.
Even though he got that gay-ass hoop earring. Y'all know, ladies, you got to tell your men that. Anyway, do we have a picture of Jalen Hurts? Okay, this is Jalen Hurts. Probably the most beautiful man in the NFL, right?
Yeah, he's up there.
Well, you don't even like black men. Okay. Anyhow, the hoop earring, though, ladies, you have to tell your men that one hoop earring was the thing that always caused problems.
Wait, so if you have 2 hoops, then that's okay?
No, that's gayer.
Oh.
I think it's just the hoop.
The hoop is gay, and then the 2 hoops is gay.
Double the gay, double the hoop.
Well, then again, no hoops is gay. I don't know. I'm just talking. Well, listen, after winning 5 trophies in the sweep at the Grammys, Kendrick Lamar, getting back to him, even though this is a Super Bowl recap, Kendrick Lamar hit the Super Bowl halftime show, and baby, he kept his foot on everybody's necks instead. Sorry, the foot is on mine because I can't even get it out my throat. No homo. He even kept it on light-skinned Drake's throat too. Let's get into Donald Trump first of all, and Taylor Swift before we even get anywhere deeper into the story. Donald Trump and Taylor Swift were making headlines. Now Taylor. She arrived with Ice Spice, which is interesting because I know they're friends, but they must be Judies.
Yeah.
They're besties now.
Yeah, they're besties.
Okay, well,
That
Taylor didn't have many besties in the audience because they all booed her. Listen. Now, let's be clear. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan, but now you all are going to make me become a Swiftie because I don't like bullies. Y'all booed a single woman, who filled up that whole arena by herself. So that arena, or is it a stadium? It's a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
She filled that entire stadium up alone while she was on tour. So the fact that you booed her, to me, I get it. You don't want her there, but her man is on the field. So she has a right to be there, and she could actually afford to buy all your tickets. But anyway, is it just people are jealous? What is the hateration for Taylor Swift?
I thought that was because it was like a lot of beefy football heads that just don't like the pop girls being there. Because I feel like if it was a normal, like, general American crowd, they would be like,
yeah, I agree.
I'm not a Swiftie, but
I think the football community as a whole is just annoyed that she came in and had like this big, overwhelming presence. Yeah. For the whole season. So,
but God gave that to her. She didn't ask for it,
right?
But you guys did this to Sierra when she first got with Russell. Remember, He was losing a lot of games when he was in Seattle, though. But I mean, is it Sierra's fault that he can't hold the ball?
You know what?
And it's not Taylor Swift that they lost this year because you already know the conclusion of the game. Well, Trump made history as the first sitting president. I want to call him the vice president. Yeah. So is Elon the president of the United States?
Pretty much.
You heard what his son said.
Elon Musk's son, he's talking about go on Hollywood Unlocked. He looked at Trump while Musk was talking in the Oval Office and said, "Shh, you're not the president." Did you know that? And his son's name is X.
He said you can leave.
He said, and he was mouthing it real harsh, real aggressive.
There's something I would have said if I wasn't the vice mayor, but I ain't gonna say it because it'd be y'all kids that do it. The one y'all put on leashes be doing it. Do you know what I want to say? Mm-hmm. Well, Trump made history as the first sitting president to attend the Super Bowl. Now, after leaving, following Kendrick's show, he mocked Taylor, whom he said he hated back in September. This is what he said. The worst part of the Super Bowl, by far, was watching the kickoff, where as the ball is sailing through the air, the entire field is frozen, stiff. College football does not do it and won't. Whose idea was it to ruin the game? The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Well, the fact that the president of the United States spent millions and millions of dollars, our tax dollars, to actually go to the Super Bowl, your tax dollars as well, he then went on to bully a pop star. Well, as the Philadelphia Eagles annihilated the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22, fans said that Kendrick Lamar did the same to Drake. Now, let's connect the K-dots. You see what I did there? Mm-hmm. The K-dots and symbolism in his historic 13-minute performance. I I will first start by saying that if you were watching the performance and you weren't looking through lenses of depth, then you missed it. But if you were like me when I watched the Cowboy Carter performance at the halftime show with Beyonce and watched it a few more times to get it, then you'll fall in love with it, because that's what I had to do with Beyonce. Well, not only was he the first solo hip-hop artist to ever perform at the Super Bowl, but Kendrick's show became the most watched halftime show in history, even beating Michael Jackson, 133.5 million views. Now, the show began with Samuel L. Jackson. Let me give him a round of applause, because I DM'd him and said, you did that, and he just sent me a fist bump and a pointing finger back. Samuel Jackson was dressed as Uncle Sam, a nod to his Uncle Tom character in Django. So all of us that know America, this country that was discovered by Christopher Columbus, was built on the backs of slaves. Uncle Sam was there to, let me show you the picture real quick, okay? And we can't forget Django, and we know what that role is. Well, Uncle Sam was there to keep Kendrick in line, making sure he didn't defy the game of respectability politics and cause a revolution. But Kendrick said, F that. Now, while playing an unreleased track from his GNX album, he said, the revolution is about to be televised. You picked the right time, but you picked the wrong guy. Did you get that immediately when he said that? Like, did you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Absolutely.
like that had so many like layered meanings too with the politics. Now I got chills.
Yeah, and I was like, before I was like, oh, okay, I'm ready for this halftime show. But this, when he started with that, I was like, okay, he's about to bring it. I was ready. I was happy.
And let's be clear again, folks. This is the Super Bowl, the NFL that benched Colin Kaepernick. Just the taking of the knee, which was a symbol. This I think surpassed the taking of the knee.
Oh yeah.
At America's biggest game, he exposed the real American game being played on all of us. With his dancers color coordinated and standing in a notably divided American flag, Kendrick then played Humble and DNA. Take a look at the dancers. This is where they were also bent over, which again, America being built on the back of slaves. Another symbol. Did you catch that when that happened?
Yes, and I also love that the flag was constructed of all brown people.
All the dancers were black. There was no white.
That's why I was like, they're all brown,
like,
and they're making up the American flag.
Shout out to DEI.
Here.
Now, the other thing that I thought was really shady that people highlighted later on was Kendrick wore a lowercase a, and that was on his chain, and that teased the whole favorite song about A minor, referencing that Drake.
Allegedly.
I ain't even gonna say allegedly what it is because Drake is suing people, but y'all already know. Well, after teasing the whole favorite song that we all love and was probably chanting at home, he issued a PSA finally breaking his silence on Drake's UMG legal petitions and lawsuit. Take a look.
Ladies, yes, God. I want to make a move. For sure. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love the suit. What song? Ooh. Maybe I think about it. Oh, no. You know what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do.
I thought it was funny that Kendrick was also being very sassy.
Mm-hmm.
The only time he smiled was when he was being shady. He said, and then was straight faced the whole time.
Now, before fully playing Not Like Us, Kendrick broke away from the bops deemed too loud, reckless, and ghetto by Uncle Sam. He pivoted to his ballads with SZA, Drake's ex, which was another shade that he threw. And then finally, K-Dot gave us what we all came for. But first, he rapped 40 Acres and a Mule. This is bigger than the music. And they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake the influence. Now, a few bars into his diss, Kendrick looked directly at the camera while naming Drake. And then while he didn't say pedophile on TV, he did have the whole arena screaming A minor. Listen. What do you think Drake did at that very moment? Because I did a video on Instagram in response to it, which I'll get to in a second. But what were you thinking that Drake was, because Drake was watching this.
Do you think he watched live, or would you think he was like so cringe?
I think Drake was somewhere sitting in a very dark room that was isolated from any sound with a panic button, a phone to dial 911, a couple razors just in case, and a TV.
He was stressed.
Alone. You don't think so? You don't think Drake watched this live?
I thought he was like in the kitchen making spaghetti and a cocktail because he couldn't watch.
And speak of the symbolism too, you know how he said A minor and it was the overhead shot? where Kendrick was standing in a music thing is the A minor location. It's layers to this.
It's layers. It's layers to the petty. But this was the thing that I thought was just so iconic.
He out-pettied you.
I was free of the petty chains that the world has put on me.
I was watching it and I'm like, Jason is like Mother Teresa compared to Kendrick Lamar after this.
Listen,
I'm
going to show you the video that I posted on social media. If you didn't, I'm going to just show you right now. Look at this video that I posted in response to all of this mess. Look. So I thought I was petty, and I am a petty person. I mean, I can be petty, but Kendrick Lamar, first of all, Kendrick Lamar, TDE, SZA, Serena Williams, and everybody that danced on the field, everybody that produced it, everybody that booked this, everybody who shot it on cameras, everybody in the room who sung A minor at the same time, all of you are petty. I don't want to hear shit from anybody else that says anything about Jason Lee's petty, Jason Lee was da-da-da-da. I know that you all are celebrating it as art because it was art. But Drake is somewhere swinging his light-skinned fist at the air. It was the whole place singing A minor at the same time for me that solidified that Kendrick Lamar is mean. Okay, because I have been getting attacked my whole career for being petty, for being messy, for being all the things that didn't even reach the level of chaos that was created by you, Kendrick. You are now the petty god. Mm-hmm. You, sir, took my crown. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I know now for sure what it is. It's my delivery. Mm-hmm. So I'm tasking my team. Team, all of you need to have a meeting on shade and pettiness, and my delivery needs to be as clever as Kendrick's. Because I think if I delivered it in a clever, creative way, people would digest it better, right?
But you do. I feel like you do deliver shade creatively. You got your moments.
Bitch, I'm all right. I'm gagging.
Well, the camera then cut to another Compton superstar and my friend, Serena Williams. Now, Serena, I ain't even going to tell people what we texted, but I texted Serena. Matter of fact, I FaceTimed Serena right after the performance. And I ain't going to say what I said, but what I will say is, da-na-na-na. He put Serena, one of the greatest athletic superstars, an icon, in this performance, dressed in a tennis skirt while she hit her famous crip walk dance that she was fined for, beating Maria Sharapova or whatever her name is back in 2012 at the Wimbledons. Okay, let me show you the crip walk. First of all, she's wearing blue. Let's just say that ain't for America. That's for Hoover or the 60s, okay? That's the rolling 60s, okay. Well, when you saw her pop out, did you immediately think Drake? I mean, what were you catching all the shade as it was happening, or did you have to watch it back? Well, Rob, you know you need Cliff Notes.
No, I didn't need Cliff Notes. I knew this shade.
Okay.
I knew the Serena shade.
We all clocked the shade. But for a second, I'm like, that's not Serena. She kind of looked a little different.
How'd she look?
She just looked a little. It was so quick. Like, I wish that they panned and zoomed in on her.
Rob is waiting with bated breath to hear you say why she looked different.
Well,
first of all, let's just say she lost weight.
Yeah, that's why she just looked different than when I saw her last.
I just saw her recently at Art Basel where I posted the video of us. Body was snatched in. I looked at her. Her body, she's out working out, enjoying whatever.
That's what I'm saying. It's no shade because even when she was thicker, she was still snatched, but she just looked extra snatched. I'm like, that cannot be her? And then I'm like, of course you would put her in there.
Serena. I can't even, because I'm not going to be shady like I ain't going to be shady like Kendrick and put all our business out there, because this one right here, Kendrick got to have some gays on the team. Kendrick got to have culture and cunts just sitting there collaborating. The culture cunt collaboration. Sean Harrison, are you over there with Kendrick? Because as creative as this was artistically, the shade was just an artistic drum that I want to beat on. Okay. Well, Defying Uncle Sam with one more song. Kendrick ended the show with DJ Mustard performing TV Off. Now, the final shot showed the words game over, signifying many things. His beef with Drake being over and the end of America's game with the revolution. I think the play on words, the whole thing was perfect. Now, let me show you the photo of Kendrick with the game over lights. So I take this as game over. I take this as game over. I killed you. Like it's over. Mm-hmm. Game over the beef. There's nothing else that needs to be done. Because I think at this point, if Kendrick outside of the tour he's getting ready to do with SZA does anymore, now you're just being a mean girl. You might as well have a burn book and just put Drake on every page, right?
I also think he's saying it's game over for the country having this attack on people of color. Like, because we're about to have a revolution. Like, we're about to stand up and take the reins of our position in this country.
And we know, if you think about it, the owners of the teams that trade their players, there's no black owners in the NFL, I don't believe. And then you have the president coming who's been fanning flames of racism in the midst of the whole don't take a knee, comes and he's there, the first president ever to come to the game. And then you see this. Mm-hmm. I know he was somewhere in the box texting all the owners like, how you let this, right?
Yep, and he left.
He left after the performance? Mm-hmm. Well, listen, Stephen A. Smith criticized Serena's crip walking. Now, Stephen, I don't know why you did this, but your criticism made Anna Navarro from The View follow me, and her and I have been kikiing in the DMs about you. Not your hairline, what you actually had to say. You always coming for the girls. Now, I used to catch heat for coming for the girls, but I'm gay, so it's kind of relative. You, on the other hand, you coming after all the girls is just not landing well. Well, let me show you what Stephen had to say about Serena and her crip walk. Take a look.
Everybody knows her and Drake were together at one point in time. Right. And it seemed like everybody wanted to get their lick back on Drake.
RC's, what Stephen A. is saying, if he was in that situation and now he's married, he's not allowing none of that's happening.
Hold on, no.
That's what he said.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass, because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Go ahead, RC.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it, Stephen A.
This is true.
If you with Serena Williams, you gonna be a kept man anyway. Don't start that.
Really?
You ain't gonna run it.
First of all, why y'all use that photo? Steven, this is the deal, because Steven got my number now. I don't want no text, no craziness, because they could talk about me. Steven, when I was fat and broke, everybody used to talk about me, but I have to tell you, just bypass hair for a minute at this point, go straight to turkey. Just get the whole, from this all the way back done, right?
Just a little.
Because listen, my stuff be falling out here and there. I've already messaged turkey. Get the whole injections, get everything ready. I'm gonna just shave it all off. I'm gonna get a whole new hair. Oh, absolutely. But I'm gonna do it artistically. Content team, y'all about to make it artistic.
Oh my God.
Well, Serena and her husband didn't like what he had to say and defended her appearance on the show. Take a look. Serena said, when Kendrick Lamar and team called, and was like, we've been trying to do something forever. What about this? We loved your crip walk at the Olympics after you won the gold medal. I'm like, Super Bowl? Are you serious? When in the world would I ever be able to dance at a Super Bowl? Never. Let's do it. I knew my winning dance after the Olympics would pay off one day. End of story. And then her husband, Alexis said, some of y'all have no idea how criticized Serena was for this same dance at Wimbledon 13 years ago, and it shows. This is bigger than music. And I agree. And I think, in some respects, Serena is as big as the sports. She's an icon. Alexis, who you don't know, is not just her husband, her white husband, because y'all try to do all that in the comments too. That's her husband who started Reddit, who is a major tech giant, an investor. So let's put some respect on his motherfucking name. But I thought it was great. And she's from Compton. Mm-hmm. And he's from Compton. I thought the whole thing was it was woven together with God's messy hands. Well, Stephen then addressed all the backlash because, once it went on Hollywood Unlocked and everywhere else, people had a lot to say. And this is what Stephen A. had to say. Please go back and look at exactly what I said. I was talking from an overall man's perspective, highlighting what most men would think. I didn't utter a single distasteful word or single disrespectful word about Serena. No issues with folks getting upset of literal, serious stuff one's pissed about. This doesn't qualify, peeps. Come on. We were joking around on First Take. Damn, y'all, it's not that serious. As a 50-year-old unmarried man with a receding hairline who has never been married, mind you, saying he would divorce our greatest living athlete who has been happily married for 8 years to her very rich and loving husband, keep quiet, forehead.
Cleared.
I thought it was funny he was on there talking to Auntie Shay Shay about it, though. Why y'all be calling him Auntie Shay Shay?
Where are we learning from?
That at all.
Hey, Shannon. It was then reported that Drake responded to Serena's cameo using an alleged Finsta. He posted an old photo of him and her former agent, Jill Smoller. Take a look. Now, how do we even know that this is his Finsta? And if it is his Finsta, why is he attacking Serena and not attacking Kendrick? Da-na-na-na. That would be another L for him if he attacked Serena and not Kendrick, right?
Yeah, but that is his Finsta.
It is? So can we slide in the Finsta right now?
We should slide it at home.
Johnny, text me a picture of the Finsta. I'm going to slide it in later.
That is the Finsta.
How do we know that?
Because that logo, the photo is from No Face and all the other little singles.
But if we all know it's his Finsta, ain't he going to know when we all send him a message? Like, that's the plot twist.
Well, that's a plot twist.
Kendrick, thank you. Thank you for freeing all of us who thought we had to change, who thought we had to be less than petty. You commercialized petty. You put the M in mess. You are the mastermind behind the rebirth of Jason Lee that all of the internet has been waiting for. I sat at home and said, how disappointed am I that I spent 2 years trying to clean up my image when all along I just had to be you.
And that's why I hate that everybody was making fun and like trashing and calling it the worst Super Bowl halftime, because everyone was just expecting like sequins and a circus, and they really got educated and went to a master class.
Well, and then you wonder why the Zeus Network is successful. I mean, this beat out Michael Jackson. This beat out Rihanna.
It was smart, and it was just shot
No,
beautifully.
it was shady, and that's what the country wants. That's why the president is the president. That's what we are. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Democrats, y'all better get it together. You need a Jasmine Crockett. You need a Jason Lee. Not this one that wants to go the distance because
the one that Claudia Jordan posted that.
Claudia playing around on my Instagram today. So yes, Kendrick, you did that. I want to just congratulations to you and your entire team. It was masterful. Shout out to Samuel Jackson. Shout out to SZA. Shout out to Serena, Dave, Top Dog, everybody that had anything to do with that. Y'all ate that down.
And my neighbor danced.
Bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad.
Where you at, Drake? What's next? Before I end on this, what can Drake do now?
Hang it up.
Go in the studio. He needs to
He
go
does
in
have
the
a project
studio.
dropping today.
Great. That's what
The
he
Party
needs
Next
to do.
Door, which is crazy because in that song too, Kendrick is calling Party Next Door a cokehead, and the song is just so much shade. And now they have a whole joint album dropping today, Valentine's Day.
But we're still talking about this.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So here's my question though. What can Drake do? Because nobody's talking about this new project. We're still talking about this.
We're forever
And if that
this.
project flops, is it over for Drake?
No.
Nah.
Drake
Drake-
is forever iconic. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best.
But is he the GOAT?
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
Is he a GOAT over
He's
him?
the GOAT too.
Now, who is the GOAT? Him or there's only one? Hold on. There's only one GOAT.
Jason, respectfully, I can be Barty Gang and a Barb.
Ooh. Well, we're not talking about
I'm
them.
just saying you can be
right
friends with both
now,
sides.
the whole internet is attacking you. Because you
Okay.
just tried to pit two
Oh,
black women
God.
against each other during Black History Month.
No, it's hip-hop beef.
No, we're not talking about them. That beef is over. Them ladies got kids, husbands. Well,
I'm just saying you.
let's move
just
on.
because
We don't
they're
want to talk
fighting.
about the girls. I don't want to. Listen, this is why I don't want to bring up the girls. Every time we talk about females in hip hop, it becomes a us versus them fight. And we in male in hip hop, we very rarely have a beef get to this level. We had Jay-Z and Nas.
Mm-hmm.
We had Biggie and Tupac. Those two unfortunately died as a result.
Mm-hmm.
Nas and Jay-Z went on to both have successful careers and become successful entrepreneurs. I don't know if you know this, but you know Nas owns the Ring camera.
No.
He's an investor in
I
the
did not
Ring.
know.
Like he's a really successful investor. So he's gone on to do his thing. Jay-Z's went on to do Rock Nation, and they both have kids and stuff.
I didn't know that.
And so it's really good and healthy. This has been healthy for
sure.
hip hop to see these men
For sure.
fight it out, scratch each other's eyes out. Drake go off and cry his light skinned tears. Kendrick come back for, the brown skin gang, and it not end in deaths and murders and this and that. So we're not going to drag the women into what we're now celebrating as the resurgence of this
It is a
this
resurgence.
love for hip hop.
No, it is. But
Leave it
you can
alone.
be-
Don't bring
I'm
the
just
girls.
saying you
No,
can be a
no,
fan
no,
of both
no.
sides. Just because they're
No.
ops doesn't mean they have to be my ops.
No.
Rob,
You tried.
Move on. Goodbye. Speaking of somebody tried it,
Oh my God.
The biggest scam we are all living for, instant fame. She may be in jail in Dubai, though, because she went over to Dubai and did some crazy. You already know they don't play. Onijah, she has to somewhere be related to Kendrick because she is so petty and messy. What she is doing over there in Pakistani and all these other countries has us living. This woman popped up one day, and then as I scrolled between Abs and Onijah. It was Abs and Onijah. The only thing my algorithm would show, this one right here, she went over to Pakistan. I don't even know if you know, but on the last episode, I told you about the black woman from New York who went viral as hell over in Pakistan. Onijah Robinson is her name. She's 33 years old. She's a New Yorker who flew over there to Karachi to find her 19-year-old husband, Nidal, who didn't want her when she got there. Apparently, they said what we ordered versus what we got is not what we want, so return to sender. She said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to stay right here because I'm from Pakistani. In fact, I'm going to rebuild your whole country, and I want $100,000 a week. Is that summarize what she said?
That is it.
But we live for her. Okay, well, anyway, they met online. Well, after the parents had rejected the wedding plans, she was left stranded in the streets of Pakistan, was running around collecting coins, and she wrapped that thing up and said, I'm from over here. After she went over there and did all that, made all the money from the Pakistanis, she said, I'm up out of here. And, you know, they put her in the hospital first to check her mental health because she thought she was Pakistani, and she started telling the country what to do. The crazy part is Onijah was also becoming the leader of the Pakistani government because that's all we knew over here. We didn't know what was going on in Pakistan. She put Pakistan on the map.
Big time.
So while Trump was taking away the Gulf of Mexico, making it the Gulf of America, she was reclaiming Pakistan.
Oh my God.
Fa la la. Fa la 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 la. She needed to sing Christmas carols, something. Anyway, this was her at the airport because finally after she went to the mental hospital, she thought she was just going to go back to New York and, you know, back to Brooklyn. Take a look. The police walked her right up to the airline, to the door. Get on the plane and don't come back. Before we go any further, were you not living for this woman?
She is a bona fide international celebrity, and she made herself that overnight, and I cannot get over it. I love it.
She's just a gift that keeps on giving.
Well, let me tell you what it gave. So I took my last vacation and went to Miami for Art Basel, but I was supposed to go to Dubai. I booked a flight. You know, a round trip flight to Dubai is like 12 to 16 grand, right?
That's crazy.
Just keep this in mind. Where is she getting all this money? This is what I don't understand. I know how much it costs for me to do what I do that has brought me fame. She, I know, didn't spend a fraction of what we spend.
Well, I don't think she's flying first class on Emirates.
But listen, okay. Well, no, I know. We don't need to talk about classism. The point is that even in the cargo on a Dubai flight, it's not cheap.
It's not.
The girl flew over to Dubai. Now, go, Marina. What was you gonna say about it?
No, I was gonna say I don't think the destination to Dubai was the final one. I think she just like cheated her way there and stopped in the layover and never got back on the plane.
She went to Dubai, one of the wealthiest countries in the world.
That's
like,
what I'm
girl,
saying. She knows she's gonna get taken care of.
You are from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and you just came from Pakistan, where you had a whole press conference with people you don't even know talking about fixing up buildings, and now you over there with DeMac and all the big developers who build billion-dollar buildings. Onijah said, I got another trick, and I'm going to get y'all. I'm going to stop over here in Dubai. So she skipped the connecting flight and wandered into the streets of Dubai, and I have to tell you, Rob is laughing because we've been to Dubai. They don't play out there. When I tell you, they will... off with your head, Onijah. They will roll your little thing to the cutlet and cut that thing straight down to the bone. She went over there acting a damn fool. Look.
Onijah Robinson truly is the gift that keeps on giving because now she's in Dubai. Ma'am, that was supposed to be a stopover on your way to New York City. You weren't supposed to stop there for real.
Respect for the law, respect for the law. Respect for the law, respect for the law. Respect for halal, respect to halal, respect for halal, respect for halal, respect for the law.
I refuse to believe that this is real life. How does she already have an established fan base in Dubai? Wait for the camera to pan. Do you see all them people? And she's doing meet and greets. Like, this lady is on tour. How was she on tour before Beyonce? In all seriousness, somebody should have met her in Pakistan to make sure she actually came back to the States, because I'm actually very worried for her while she's in Dubai. They do not play in Dubai at all. They will lock you up for the slightest inconvenience. In fact, it was here where that lady from Houston was detained for being too loud in public. And then Onijah was already caught on this recording threatening somebody else. So yeah, she might want to tone her antics all the way down.
If you don't do something, I'm gonna burn your face. And let's see if you touch me out here in the streets. I'm dead ass. I'm not playing.
I don't think you understand the seriousness. They will 15 years in prison. There was a woman who got arrested in Dubai for a pound of cocaine, and they were going to what do you call
Execute
it? Execute her.
Even they said when she's too loud, I didn't know that could get you locked
You
up.
cannot film people without permission out there. You can't kiss or hold hands in public. This is a country that is not playing around with y'all rules, and they look at Americans like, you can come over here and spend your money, but don't come over here and change the way that we do things. That is a very Muslim country, and they don't play.
Mm-mm. That's when, like, she needs to be very careful. She walk out of one restaurant and don't pay.
In prison. And my friend who said he knew somebody went to jail over there, they put a bag on your head and they take you out and you don't know where, and they don't feed you. Your family has to feed you. They don't feed you in the prisons there.
We need to get her. But she's
No. I need some content. You lock her up.
no. We need to
Lock
bring her
her.
here
No,
so she can come to the show.
no. Lock her up. She ain't gonna come here. She gonna go to Tamron. You know Tamron does these type of things. Tamron follows all of that. Okay. Well, Onijah, you're funny, but now you burn somebody with a cigarette in Dubai, baby. I'm telling you right now, the way they get you, they stop your passport at the airport. So when you get to the airport, they arrest you at the airport.
Yep.
They're organized over there. So Onijah, you may be in danger, girl. Well, keep getting your coin, because we know how you get famous. And if she don't turn this into money.
She has to.
Yeah,
there is a brand deal somewhere. I know somebody's gonna
Respect for the law shirts.
Respect for the law.
Or like
respect
the
for
girl
law.
who got the series who talked about all her exes on the TikTok or whatever. She gonna get a Netflix special.
But we're not talking about her anymore, so she might get lowballed at the bargaining table. Let me tell you guys, all of you that are out there in pursuit of fame, fast fame, it comes but then it goes away really fast. I don't know if this is a sustainable plan, but I will tell you this. Here's the other thing that I will say, and I don't know. I mean, this kind of looks like a mugshot when she was caught stealing out a Family Dollar store. Well,
allegedly.
This right here looks like, this looks like she skipped a couple rounds of her medication. I don't know what's going on here, and I don't want to crack jokes over her potential mental health, because clearly there appears to be, in my opinion, some stuff going on here. I do feel there's almost like it's low-key disrespectful, her mocking this religion, and I want to talk about that, because even though this has been entertaining, if a white woman was to go to a country and put on a do-rag or a
bonnet,
don't even do the dashiki.
That's what I'm saying.
Or if a black person go to Mexico and put on a sombrero, I'm just saying, right?
Oh, for real.
It becomes like, I feel like at this point, respect for the law, like those people take their religion very, and I'm not saying those people being disrespectful. I'm saying the Muslim community, especially in Dubai, take their religion extremely serious. So you playing in their face like that is disrespectful.
It is scary.
But yeah.
Lock her up so we have things to talk about, though, please, because it's been a dry day at work.
But then everybody's going to be asking the president to get her out. It's going to be too much.
Trump, if you pardon her, you are definitely not getting reelected. At this point, I posted this video on Instagram where a woman said, Trump ain't put his pen down since he started. It's true. He's signing away. Okay, why you bring up Trump? Just don't even talk about Trump.
This is finally in this show.
I don't want to talk about Trump.
He got rid of these in an executive order just now, too.
Yeah.
We got paper Trump.
We have a plastic, so we good.
Good luck, girl. All right, so I have to tell you, when I interviewed these next people on the Jason Lee show, I know people are like, why did you interview them? Well, baby, this interview is aging quite well. Nikki, baby, and Jello Ball. Now, this was the ball I used to think was attractive, but what's not attractive is how he's doing his baby mama. And I know Nikki is mad that she's become a baby mama, but I put her in the group chat with Marina so she can talk to her about it. This is a really sad story. Now, y'all know Nikki Baby is a friend of mine from the Love and Hip Hop days. We've been friends for probably 8 to 9 years now. I do love this girl. She's a sweet girl. We don't hang out as much anymore because, honestly, I don't hang out with nobody but my dogs and my friends and the city of Stockton because I am the vice mayor. Have you ever seen a vice mayor with a job like this?
Never in my life.
It's first time for everything.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Well, my friend from Love and Hip Hop, star Nikki Murderess, a.k.a. Miss Nikki Baby, left us shocked when she revealed that her children's father, LiAngelo Ball, cheated on her. Now, I will share, in full disclaimer, I knew before everybody because she literally called me the moment that she found out, and she was very upset, very frantic about it because of the way it went down. Now, I'm going to tell you what I know, but I'm going to see what we telling you first. Now, in June 2023, Nikki and Jello came on my show, The Jason Lee Show, revealing that they met about 1.5 years before at Runyon Canyon.
Allegedly.
I didn't believe that story then, and I still don't believe it
Really?
now.
You sure didn't. I could tell you didn't.
Nikki Baby and him were hiking up the canyon.
Yes,
and
she
looked
said she had her
over.
Pomeranians.
I didn't say what she said. I went on a hike, and through the forest, I saw his face. And he didn't know me, and I didn't know him. But there was this kismet energy that forced us to get closer. And when I got closer, I said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "What do you want to do?" I said, and then together now we have a kid. Did you believe that?
I did. I thought it was a romantic story.
I've been hiking up that canyon and ain't met one nigga. I went back after they were on the show hiking to see if I can run into a nigga, and didn't run into nobody. I ran into almost heart failure climbing up the mountain. Okay, put me in bed for 3 days with back pain.
You got to bring the dogs next time.
My Chanel would look at me and say, "Nigga, I am not finna walk up that hill."
I thought there is no more Runyon.
Well, it burnt down in the fire.
There is no more Runyon.
Well, this is burning down too. Apparently, Nikki and Jello, they're about 8 years apart. They came on the show. They said they didn't know each other. They was walking up the canyon and whatever, and they didn't plan to fall in love and build a family together, but they did. And they had one kid then. Now they had 2 kids since then. And the one kid's name is LaVello Anthony Ball, and a 2-month-old daughter named Lanaya Nicole Ball. Let me show you a picture of them and the kids during happier times. Beautiful, beautiful family. And he is gorgeous here. And he was cuter in college, but, you know, whatever. And she looks good with her 2 kids now alone. Why is she alone? Because he done walked out on her. This job is so messy. I hate this show. In fact, we should end this show. This show is hurting my brand, by the way. It's just because I'm telling you all the things that... Nah, fuck that. Kendrick was shady. I'm finna be shady.
Right.
Quit this show. Nope. When they were on the show, they talked about how it all went down. And I'm telling you, look at my face. Y'all know I tell the truth. Look at my face right now and tell me if you could see in my eyes that I didn't believe what they were saying. Look, this brought a different level of peace, being
Completely.
sober, being
absolutely.
in the house.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't miss my old life at all. At all.
Why didn't we do the baby shower at the strip club?
No, come on now. We're not doing that.
Do you go to strip clubs?
I have been before, but like, nah, that's
He's
not
never
my
been
thing
to Crazy
for real. Like, I
Girls.
don't step to him all the time.
He's not like you, Jason. He doesn't like to
What
go out.
does that mean, not like me? I'm lit.
He doesn't like to go out. My baby likes to stay home.
The baby likes to stay home. Okay, so...
Yo, you funny.
No, because she's like sounding all responsible. Like, this is a different Nikki Murderess.
Murderous.
It's murderous.
No, it's not.
The way we was murdering these streets is murderous. You can go back and watch that full episode over there at Revolt where we left. And you can watch it on YouTube. You produced the show. Did you feel like they genuinely loved each other? When you think back of how quiet he was, I mean, what do you think?
In the moment, I didn't know, but now in retrospect, I'm like, they were sitting on opposite ends of the couch. And the red flag to me in the interview watching back is that when you ask them, are you guys going to get married? And he was like, yeah, one day I'm going to get married. But Nikki was like, we are going to. You can tell she had like the mindset of like them two together forever. And he was like, yeah, one day, but I'm young and just fucking around.
But even their body language in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just like very not connected.
But he
Where
is very.
If you look at other interviews,
Blueface and Krishan could not keep their hands around.
They're on top of each other, and you can't.
Blueface and Krishan is now the metric for showing.
No, we
public
haven't had
affection.
couples. We haven't had couples on the show.
But
like
I think if you look, the body language is completely different. It's night and day.
But I feel bad because Nikki, you can tell she's really in love with him.
Nikki baby is a boss in her own right. She never wanted to be nobody baby mama.
That's what I'm saying.
And 2 months after the birth of their daughter, 2 months. Jesus. 2 months after the birth of their daughter and second child together. And I'm telling you, if you go follow them both on Snapchat, because I do. By the way, I'm on Snapchat. Follow my account here. Shameless plug. Well, they look like they're together all the time. Well, he allegedly cheated on her and left her for another woman. And I just hope that in the end, I hope that it is, but it ain't. Take a look at Nikki outing, not in the way Rob and I would want. Because Nikki, I ain't gonna lie, if she would have told me that he had a boyfriend, I'd have took him from me too. That was wrong. That was so mean. Sorry. Kendrick did it. Take a look at what she said about LiAngelo. I see everyone has been sending me Jello cheating on me. I want to clear this up and speak my truth. I am just as surprised as you are. We spent 3.5 years together, and last week he decided to walk out on his kids and I and tell me that he got someone else pregnant.
Allegedly.
And now is creating a new life with her. We were just happy and planning family photos. I'm beyond blindsided by this whole thing. The ultimate betrayal is not even the word. My daughter is not even 2 months old and dealing with this, and postpartum is very hard. Please pray for me and my healing because I will get through this. I have to be strong for my kids, but I have absolutely no words. Karma is real and God don't like ugly. I hope it was worth losing his family. Now, all jokes aside, because, I have a job to do and sometimes pow, I deliver it the way I deliver it. She was distraught when she called. And I've had to, and you've seen the text, I've had to be very firm with her about protecting my energy because while I want to comfort my friend, I just don't have the capacity to right now because I'm overwhelmed in my own life. But I have listened to her, and I was sad for her because Nikki is a really good woman and a good girl. She has survived a lot. You remember she lost her brother to an overdose. You remember she lost, I believe, her father, who just over age, whatever. And she's super family oriented with her mom and dad. Her mom is a boss, were together all throughout their childhood. They're super successful in business. She comes for her own money. She's educated, has her degree, I think from USC. And she's just not she's not thoughting and bopping around the city. So she's always had that thing in her to want to have this picture perfect family. And of course, he's a good looking guy. He comes from a good family where his mom and dad have their kids, the Ball family. He's had his issues in the past. He was on his way to a successful career, lost it when he was over there allegedly stealing in China. Remember, Trump had to get involved with pardoning him and all that. And so he's kind of been the family member that, he's like the brother that had all the potential and almost had it all, but ended up being nothing. Well, he then got a $13 million contract for music. I don't know it, so please don't sing it. We don't have licensing money up here. Well, listen, that's what everybody keeps saying on the internet, and that it's a big deal. Well, I didn't even know it, but he got $13 million, and then this is when allegedly things start switching up. The other woman, her name is Rashida Nicole. She spoke out and called Nikki a racist. Look.
I wasn't even going to address this, but I'm tired of people playing victim on the internet. One, people move on, things change. Yes, it may not be updated or addressed to the internet because it's not for y'all. People have private lives. We have real lives out here. You don't know what's going on. So everybody coming for me and trying to slut shame me and woman shame me, and I'm so sick of that narrative. Like, y'all so quick to blame the woman. Y'all don't know what's going on. People love to play victim for the internet. Half the time, that lady don't even have her kids. Let's be clear. There is no abandonment over here. Number two, the lady and her family are racist. I don't care what anybody says. She always got the N-word in her mouth. You are not black at all. No, surprise. Stop posting about me. Stop trying to throw shade. Like, just leave me alone.
Several reactions. I don't think, first of all, you're cute. Rashida, you are gorgeous. So let me just say that I don't know you. I'm sure you're going to see this message and be like, what's the girl who slid in our DMs? Royce Reed, and slide and tell us what she thinks about us. Well, listen, you're cute. I don't think you should be speaking on no other woman's children. Like, I think it's tacky. And if there is more to say, you had to know he had a kid 6 weeks before he got with you. And you were already allegedly pregnant from what Nikki is saying with him. So you knew he was with Nikki because it's a publicized. She was on our show a long time ago and they have kids and they're very viral. So you knew he had a baby mom, but you still laid with him. So that is about you. It's not just about him. And if he was unhappy and told you he was unhappy, why did you think the way to make him happy was to build a happier home with you when he was living in a happy home with her? So to me, that's all just messy. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I've known Nikki from day one. Nikki ain't racist. She ain't one of the girls that just wants to sleep with a black man for the, Nikki's dated all types of different men and not just black. So to call her racist is to race bait and change the conversation from the fact that you're pregnant by a man who just had a baby and walked out on his family to live in with you. And one thing I know for sure is if you met him that way, you're going to lose him that way. Believe it or not. And I'm sorry if I took Rob's thunder, I'm going to pass the ball. Rob, go ahead.
Nope, that's all I was going to say. How you get him is how you're going to lose him. And the thing for me is don't get on the internet and try and gaslight us all into taking your side when you obviously are in a situation that's fucked up. Like I think you being silent would have been a better situation, but not trying to find fame off of you breaking up a home. I don't care if you feel like you're the cause of breaking it up or not. Publicly, that's what it looks like. So just, you should have been quiet.
And she is a beautiful girl. For me, it's weird. How did Jello not even reply and enter the chat, but she's sounding off talking about, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to clear anything. But then you just went to the internet and cleared stuff. Like, it's not even your battle to talk about.
And Rashida, you did the same thing to Tim Anderson. Wait, hold on. Rashida, you did the same thing to Tim Anderson. Shh. Y'all didn't know. See, that's what happens when you post on Hollywood Unlocked. People start sending us the tea. She was the alleged mistress to Tim Anderson and went and got matching tattoos with him while he was with somebody else. So this has kind of been her game, allegedly. But now she got one. After he shot up the club, she took the stray and now she's about to deliver the bullet. Allegedly. Well, Nikki clapped back. This is what she said. The same way you get them is how you gonna lose them. See, Rob just said that. Thinking you winning by getting pregnant with a man who has a newborn is crazy work. I'm not with my kids. The only person who not with them is they daddy. Bitch, you wanted attention. You got it. You can keep them, trash. Also, in terms of age, to clarify, the girl he left his family for is older than me. FYI, he told me on a text she's pregnant. Coward, pathetic shit. Okay. Then she went on to say, my issues about my family and my children are with my baby daddy. I'm not addressing no side bitch. Rashida, I'm sorry to tell you this. This is Love and Hip Hop alumni. You are not going to win against Miss Nikki Baby. Miss Nikki Baby she actually got rid of the name Miss Nikki Baby and became Nikki Murders because she wanted to when she got her family, she called me. She said, I'm putting that aside, like just like the whole Jason Lee from Love and Hip Hop, we moved on from the show. The show still follows, and baby, you can take the gangster out the hood, or you can take me out the hood. But what is that saying? You could take him out the ghetto, but the ghetto. What is that saying?
Yeah,
but you can't take.
She still got it in her.
Researcher.
What is that saying though? You know, we're like.
You can take me out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of me. Like that type.
But is that what they say though?
Yeah, they just you can interchange that with any word.
Well, you could take the Love and Hip Hop out of Nikki Baby, or you can take Nikki out of Love and Hip Hop, but she still got Love and Hip Hop in her. That's what I'm saying. That was peculiar, wasn't it? Well, Rashida threatened to expose Nikki with receipts and started trolling her with Jello. Look, I have receipts. You better lay low. This ain't what you want. Meanwhile, wine and dine. Imagine trolling someone who has 2 kids with their baby's father. And what Nikki told me, and I'll say allegedly, it was that Jello texted her that he wasn't coming home and just left and went over there with her and still at the time had not been back to see his children.
And I mean, the homegirl is not helping his case if they have to go to some kind of court for custody or for spousal support for these kids, because he is now showing that he cheated very publicly.
But they were all smiles walking on Bourbon Street for Super Bowl weekend, Jello and Rashida.
Nikki hopped on our Instagram and she was in the comments and called it distasteful. This is what she said. Not protecting the mother of your kids is nasty work. This is so distasteful. I do not know this man. Well, Jello finally entered the chat. Instead of diffusing things, he picked a side. This is what he said.
Crazy.
All photo, no words. Things got spicy when Rashida went live, and she even threw our friend Floyd Mayweather all in the middle of the fight. This is what she said about Floyd.
They were never married. Let's be clear. That's number one. Number two, since she again wants to play victim, Miss Nikki, baby, weren't you texting him saying you were taking you and the kids to go see Floyd Mayweather? And we all know that Floyd don't even want you. But you keep saying that Floyd wanted to take care of you and he still love you and blah, 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 blah. And Floyd, this is not to clickbait you, I'm sorry, but it's like you want to keep being the victim. Why? The lady has trolled me the entire time. They have not been together, whatever the case may be. Nah, I'm not going for it. Nah. All y'all want to come at me, talk about me, this, that, and the third. This lady is a racist. She don't like blacks. She don't like gays. She don't like transgenders. She don't like Mexicans. They sit up and talk about all y'all while y'all think y'all got a friend. Y'all want to call me botch and all this other stuff. But my base card eats all day, boo.
Now, I just had a thought as she was talking. Just had a thought. I ran into a Love and Hip Hop producer at the Soho House. I just ran to a Love and Hip Hop producer at the Soho House, and she told me that she was out here meeting with people for the show because Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is coming back. And that she was meeting with people, some of whom I know, but she would not say a name or names. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, let me look dead in this camera and tell y'all right now, if this is that, I'm going to pray that it isn't. But I know Love and Hip Hop. If they cast them on the show with that girl and he just dropped the rap music,
that would be crazy.
Baby, the way I'm going to drag all of y'all, because there's kids involved.
Mm-hmm.
And don't tell me you're turning it into a bag. And don't I'm going to assume that I'm reaching. But I smell something. My spidey senses have never failed. Never failed. Would that be a disaster? If all of this was for that.
That would be jokes on us at that point. Because what?
It would be extremely distasteful. Because again, all this is going to live on the internet forever, and their kids are going to grow up and see this.
Love and Hip Hop people don't care about that. Do you remember when Hazel E said she just got off the jet? Where? No jet. No shade to Hazel E, but this would be the perfect story for Love and Hip Hop and all this drama. He got a kid over here, she got a kid, and you remember when he was on the show, Jello is good to look at when his mouth is shut, but when he opens his mouth, it's not like he's the most entertaining person in the world. This is good. This gives good storyline.
And she's pretty too. She is pretty. She does her face. So.
And Nikki was supposed to come on the show, but didn't come on our podcast because she's probably timing it with the release of.
She's going out of town.
I know.
Allegedly.
I know Love and Hip Hop. I know it. I've been in scenes with that girl.
This
conversation is taking on a life of its own. Let the internet, let this show serve as a timeline.
The receipts are recorded.
Nikki, baby, you must now come and tell your story so we can get to the heart of it. Okay, Jello, if you ever want to switch teams, now that could have been the story.
Oh, that would have been a good storyline.
I'm for rent. All right. Anyway, bye. And then y'all just dragged Floyd Mayweather into it. By the way, Floyd is turning 48.
Allegedly.
Wait. I'm going to his birthday. Don't you want to come to Miami?
Same birthday?
His birthday is February 24th. No.
Oh, okay.
When's your birthday?
17th.
Of February?
Yeah, it's Monday.
Why do I not know birthdays in advance at my own company so we could plan things? I don't know if I'm going to be here now.
You are, because we have an interview on Monday, on Rob's birthday.
Marina playing something. I already know how this is. I didn't. The way she's looking at me. Anyway, I hope I didn't ruin the surprise, but you deserve it. You deserve whatever it is. I got you a dog for your birthday. You do have an interview. I got you a dog for your birthday.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so happy birthday, bitch. All right. Anyway, Usher. By the way, can I just say, Usher, you look really good. Because some of y'all young artists that are cute when you're younger grow up to be real ugly. And I think it's because you're rich and you just are in your own bag right now. You've been having such a great year, and you look really good. And Keke, you look phenomenal. And he's fine. Keke, if you don't want him, I'm still single.
And now you're taking.
I need to stop taking everyone's exes,
toxic
right?
exes too.
First of all, he's not toxic. He's Aquarius. Right. He's misunderstood. All right. Well, let me give you your flowers, Keke. Because you got Usher on the show, and baby, I've been watching it. You both look fabulous. It's Black History Month, and I'm supporting all things black. Well, anyway, Usher and Keke Palmer had a kiki about their viral moment during his Vegas residency in July 2023. Now, remember, that's when everything went left in her life, so I'm glad that she was able to take something bad, this big old lemon, and put it into lemonade. Well, she had him on her podcast, and he denied breaking up her happy home with her boyfriend and baby daddy, Darius Jackson. If you don't remember why, take a look. It was such an innocent moment. First of all, she came to our show, the Jason Lee Show, Snatch, new mommy body. I mean, giving us full life. By the way, Keke, you are a gay man trapped in a black woman's body too. You and Rihanna, because everything about you is just so gay in the sense of how you act. Well, her baby daddy at the time, Darius, as fine as he is, let his whole insecurity seep out. And this is what he had to say about that moment. He went on to say, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals of to what I believe. I rest my case. Well, that case left him out on the street because Keke made him pack up his things and put him out. Well, he quietly left social media, seemingly suggesting that he and Keke broke up, but a month later, they were back together for Keke's birthday, and she told us all to mind our business. And we all tried to until she filed for full custody of her son, along with a restraining order against Darius, alleging many instances of physical violence and manipulation, like Darius allegedly trespassing into her home without knowledge, threatening her, lunging for her neck, striking her, throwing her over the couch again. I'll say all allegedly. And stealing her phone. Another allegedly. Now, his brother, my friend Serena Jackson, got involved with Keke's mom, Sharon Palmer, and there was a whole bunch of back and forth. Well, anyway, let's just fast forward to everything happening now. Well, either way, they got together, Usher and Keke, on her show, as I said, and they had this conversation about it. Take a look.
Crazy. We caused some ruckus in my relationship.
Well, hold on. Did we cause some ruckus in our relationship?
We were being showmen.
Hold on. Did I have anything to do with what's going on in your home? Did I send you that dress?
Have you seen the Boondocks episode? Because you've been apparently accused of this for years.
Did I send you the dress? I just want to know that.
Did you
I
expect
cannot
that
be
reaction?
responsible for how people choose to react to my experience as an entertainer. I am not deliberately trying to do anything that's going to rock anybody's home.
This is what you call ushering.
I'm ushering right now. This is
ushering.
what I actually say to myself in the mirror every time I go out there before I hit the stage. I am not here to break up your home. I am here to entertain you, my love. You know what I'm saying? No, but
were you shocked?
No, I was actually. We were having a great time.
I know. It was so fun. It was the coolest.
Was like,
and you always do these amazing, engaging moments with the audience. Like, I mean, you did it with Issa, with Taraji. Now you're doing some Cherry stuff. Now, that's very rated R. You done added levels to it.
Yeah.
And the girls, we all love it. It's so fun. What made you, after that, say, hey, Key, let's do the video. I would love to know your thought process around there because there was so much drama.
I think you and I both can share
Yeah.
the sentiment of the moment because I know it was a hot moment for you. And I was like, you know what? You know, when life feeds you lemons, you make lemonade. I think that this could be something positive and actually just shine a little bit of fun on it. If you just focus on the drama, then you're going to always respond to it only. But if you just live your life as an entertainer and understand the purpose of whatever you're creating to service entertainment, then it'll be okay. Now, I don't want to take any responsibility for breaking anybody's home up, but that wasn't the purpose and point. It was for you to have a good time with your girls.
I know I'm an entertainer. The people closest to me that have been with me for the last 20 years that I've done this career know. But the people that are just getting to know me, fall in love with me, and learn how to deal with the persona of who I am and then who I really am to them, that's the challenge.
I mean, there's no there. They were having fun. It was cute. I'm glad that Keke's been able to work out her stuff with her ex. Usher is married to Jen. Hey, Jen. He's happy. Everybody's happy. I'm glad they were able to have this moment. Shouldn't people be able to watch their significant other that's an entertainer have this kind of fun without it being drama?
Yes. And that's why I'm like, I'm so defensive of Keke because I feel like in all the girls and the gays, everybody thinks like Keke's like our best friend in our heads. So I'm so protective of her. And I feel like just her man was insecure and had a moment. But I love that she's smart for using her platform to talk to Usher.
Yeah, and
He's so cute.
Keke and Usher are like two like iconic symbols in the Black community of like joy. They're like Black joy. So they bring us energy and joy. And them together was just like amazing. So he really should have just enjoy the moment and let his wife have a good time after she just had a baby. Like, it was a beautiful moment.
Listen, I love that in Black History Month, we are reconciling and getting along with Keke and Darius. I saw them not too long. I guess he had graduated from something or he had a really interesting moment or important moment in his life, and she, her mom, and everybody came together because he and her mom, Sharon, had fallen out. Sharon is like that mama bear. And I'm glad that Usher is still happy and doing things. Everybody's successful. Everybody happy. Just going to be happy.
Yes.
See you later, both of you. Bye. Kanye, I'm going to sum this up really quick, really simple for all of you, okay? Here it goes. Kanye on some bullshit again. That's it. Lots of rants on X where he's now had his account disabled. I'm going to go through really quick, give you the update, okay? You ready? We're going to fight our way through it. Elon Musk let Kanye back onto X. And Ye ended up burning the whole internet down again. Now, there's a whole bunch of controversial tweets that began going up, ramping up around the Grammys when Ye fired off wild comments about Kamala Harris. If you don't remember what he said about Kamala, this is what he said. I used to want to fuck Kamala until she lost. I don't fuck losers anymore. The Democrats made me take the loser post down. Nah, I'm kidding. They don't control Black people no more. Trump for life. Well, he then changes ex-Abby to a picture of Kamala. Show you that. Okay. Then he later apologized to Kamala's kids, although the vice president didn't bear any herself. She's the bonus mom to her husband's 2 kids, is what he said about that after he apologized. Kamala seems like a very nice human. I just want to say sorry to her kids. Now, Ye's Kamala tweets were followed by him and his wife, Bianca Censori, dropping jaws on the Grammys carpet and Ye's brief beef with Don Lemon. Check out our last episode if you want to know more about that. And days after the Grammys, Ye re-employed his Twitter fingers, commenting on white people, Black people, the Jews, and he even called the Free Puff. They just filed another lawsuit against Puff the other day. Whom he said, F you to, and called the Fed back in 2022, but now he wants to free Diddy. Look at the tweets. Free Puff. Please remember, I'm only 35 days into the year. I ain't reading all of that. Y'all can screenshot it and watch it in the car. Well, after FaceTiming Diddy's son, Christian Combs, Ye dared the internet to cancel him. He said again, slavery is a choice, while calling Diddy his hero and his idol. Remember back in May of 2018, before I became head of media and partnerships for Ye, he was live on TMZ and said that slavery was a choice, arguing that at some point during the 400 years, Black people could have just fought their way back. Take a look. Y'all can screenshot it. He calling Coons. He said, fuck Diageo. I'm trying to do a deal with Diageo, so I'm not going to go there. Look, I mean, y'all can read this and tell this is not a well human being. This is a person who had a lot of time on his hands, sitting in a car with his wife in that naked new dress, and just started tweeting his life away. Well, the following morning, Ye praised Hitler and said to call him Yadolf or Yitler. You can't even make this up. Was this like a social experiment to show how fast you can burn the internet down again? Or was this a need to be talked about because nobody's really been talking about you?
Or he just need medication.
I think no one's talking to him, so he just wants a platform to be heard. You know, like when a toddler throws a tantrum, is what's getting.
They deleted his ex account, so now he arguing. He's swinging at the air like Drake was during Kendrick. Well, he called Don Lemon a coon, and Don Lemon did not like that because he was blaming Don for the story that came out that he and his wife got dragged out of the Grammys, which later on, I guess, was not a real thing. And Don was just reporting on the report. Well, he called Don Lemon a coon. And baby, this new Don Lemon, this black Don Lemon that y'all done drug out the black closet during Black History Month, he had this to say. Take a look. That was actually Ye using Don's. Anyway, days later, Ye went on another rant about the Jews and Hitler again, plus fat people, gay people, Elon Musk, and the Me Too movement and fake rape victims, and he even commented on the Diddy and Cassie hotel video. Ye also began selling a white tee with a swastika logo on it. This all happened in a matter of days, by the way. Now, it got pulled from Shopify, and his Shopify account got shut down. I'm laughing because I've not ever seen the disintegration of a person's brand happen over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
He can't hire me back to clean it up. But do I want it? Nah, I'm a vice mayor. Well, the Anti-Defamation League called him out, and his talent agent dropped him. Here's a photo of a statement. They didn't even, this is not even like an official statement they put through ChatGPT. They just said, as if we need to talk, as if we need any more bullshit from Kanye, this is what went down. Well, here's what the agency said. Effective immediately, I am no longer representing Ye, FKA, formerly known as Kanye West, due to his recent harmful and hateful remarks that myself, Nora 33, and West can stand for. Peace and love to all. Well, here's what he said on the Me Too movement. I'm not reading all that. Wow. I'm reading it, but I don't want to read it out loud. I'm going to just look at it while y'all look at it. I will read this one. Real rape is different than some attractive, incompetent bitch wearing I ain't reading. You ain't finna cancel me. Here's his tweets about the fat people. I hate the photos of me looking overweight too. When I do fashion shows, I don't use fat people. I don't even like how they look in my clothes. They even worse out of clothes. Kim Kardashian, I'm sorry. I need to rebuild my relationship with Kim Kardashian because she probably thought I was behind all of this madness when they were fighting because I was head of media, when I literally was trying to stop this. He tweeted about Rob and the gays. Look, I love gay people. All my gay friends know that, but y'all ain't finna take the word from me. Well, if it applies, wear it. What are you doing? Well, while advocating for Diddy, here's what he said about the Cassie video. Hey, question, if someone was to beat up their girl in public, would that be considered domestic violence, or is that outdoor violence, or is it just public indecency? I'm asking for a friend. Let me just say, I don't want to say no more. It's too much. It is entirely too much. It is still Black History Month, and I want to focus on things that are positive. Here's a photo of Ye leaving X. Can we just show that asset, please? I'm logging out of Twitter. I appreciate Elon for allowing me to vent. It has been very cathartic to use the world as a sounding board. It was like an ayahuasca trip. Is that how you spell ayahuasca? Oh, I never knew that. I thought that was like a Chihuahua breed or something. Love all to you who gave the energy and attention. Till we connect again. And it should have said till we connect again, right? Good afternoon and good night. Well, the break was brief. He's back. But before leaving X, he did vow to check on Kodak Black. And I'm not even going to play that because at this point, I'm just exhausted. There's really no explanation for this other than what? How do we explain it all?
A mental break. Like, this is a person who clearly, in my opinion, needs some kind of help, whether it's medication or just somebody needs to take his phone away. He doesn't need access.
And do you have any friends that care about you if this is happening? I don't think so. Like, you would not let me burn the internet down like this. I should light it on fire, but I shouldn't burn it down like that.
Yeah, like this attack on like every community, like black people, Jewish people, gay people, women, like it's just disgusting. Like it's just a disgusting attack on people for clicks.
And
it's
all
nasty.
I think about in this situation is now North is like, you know, comprehensive of all of this, and I'm like, it's so embarrassing for her. Like, you could tell she's probably reading all this, like, what is going on with my dad?
Now, Ye said that he would help Kodak and put out a video. Let me show you that video.
I know y'all thinking I'm going through something right now, and I got bags under my eyes and shit, but I just saw a video of Kodak, and I wouldn't want nobody to, like, do an intervention on me. That's why I want to put this video up. Because y'all might think, oh, man, Ye really going through right now. Somebody need to go get him. Or, yo, go take his Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm just telling you calmly that I am in a good space. I'm really in a positive space. It's cathartic. I got my ideas out. That's all that happened. And that was very freeing for me. And it was worth everything. It was worth everything to do that. So let's start there. Now, I've seen this video of my brother Kodak, and I feel a call. And he's actually wearing this Donda chain. And it's not just because he's wearing a chain, but it's like how he's sitting here wearing this chain unless something's saying to go and get my brother. And I thought about it before. I was like, man, I should go down to Miami. Maybe I could be the person that could make a difference. And that's what I'm about to do right now. Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta, so I'm going to flight down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about him, I know I said fuck rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't, I know y'all think I'm crashing out and shit, but y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself, I'm cathartic and shit. And look, man, please don't, I know I said a lot of shit, man. Just let me go down there and go help this man out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be down there. I'm about to get my flight right now.
We do think you're going through something. Kodak heard what you said, and this is what Kodak said.
Live, I just got on this shit so I go, and then post it on my page. Anyways, what I was saying, cause my page really supposed to be deactivated. So y'all like something else. How I was really vibing so much love. Sleep when people done wrote me out like, yeah. I fuck. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause like I'm some whole other shit. Kinda like Kanye the only nigga still fuck with Diddy. Cause he know he ain't gay. A lot of the other niggas look at me. I'm clean, yeah. A lot of the times, like, even my old girl be telling me cut my beard, the mustache shit, whatever the fuck I be trying to do right now. Let my shit go out.
I want them to create a zoo and put all of you rappers in it. I can't, like this generation of rappers at this point, they need to put you in a zoo and feed you medication. That's it. I know people aren't going to like this, and I know it's going to go viral, but I don't care. You all are ruining the culture. You all are the reason why there's kids that are more focused on you than voting and doing the things that we need to do to keep our country on track. And please spare me with the whole, this a white man's world and we all getting canceled. I get it, and I agree to some degree. But how we get to the center of a solution on all this is not by that. I don't know how any of that helps to reshape the minds and the imaginations of black people who look at you as cultural icons. Kanye West is a cultural icon. No doubt about that. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I know from working with him how much help he needs, and I know who's around him and who's supporting and enabling this kind of behavior. Shame on you, because y'all getting money and to go along and get along with this man who clearly has no regard for anybody but his own mania. Now, I did reach out to you and invite him to the show. Talk to him. But I know two things. One, he going to come in and try to make me wear all black, and I'm not going to. And two, I don't know if he's ready for that conversation because we tried to, when we had our last interview here with Kanye, we actually helped bring him through cancellation. Any words of advice?
Yeah, I think you can look at two sides of the coin right now. You can look at what Kendrick Lamar did at the Super Bowl, and you can look at this. And if you're clearly on one side of the conversation, and I think people should think deeply about that.
Well, Ye recently spoke out about Kendrick too, because I think he's jealous of the fact that Kendrick is getting so much love, so much admiration from white people, culture, Jew, black, this, that, the whole world, probably not Donald Trump, is loving Kendrick Lamar right now. He also, has this weird infatuation and beef with Drake. So to watch Kendrick beat Drake is probably like enticing, but also he's not beating him. So that's probably whatever. And Kanye is entering that age and that era in life where maybe his raps, although he is a cultural icon, will not ever probably rise to the level of impact that a Kendrick is having. And then the Kodak Blacks and all those rappers of the world, I mean, you're still somewhat their idol, but it's still a Kendrick season. And after Kendrick, it is still a Drake season because Drake is still Drake. Let's be very clear. But the hate, we have too much going on right now with Donald Trump and Elon. We don't need you, Ye. I mean, I love you. You know I love you. But tough love has to tell you tough things. So just go away. No, literally, go away. Bye. It's time for Thoughts and Prayers. Back in the day, the black community grew up chanting that the revolution will not be televised. However, Kendrick said, F that, we're revolting and you're going to see this go down right in your face on the biggest American platform an artist can play, and that's the Super Bowl. And how poetic was it that K-Dot sought justice with Donald Trump in the same arena? No president has ever attended the Super Bowl, yet one of the most racist adjacent leaders was in the house to watch a black man call out America and its racist history. That's some real poetic justice. And speaking of that song, which referenced Drake, K-Dot not only stuck it to the man, see, y'all being messy. He shared the stage with both of Drake's exes, looked at him directly as he said his name, and although he didn't say the P word, the whole arena and everyone at home, including Marina, Rob, and me, yelled, A minor. Maybe we said it differently, but either way, someone should really go check on Drake. Because K-Dot is running his ass up out of hip-hop and damn near the whole country. He might as well strike up some luck out there in Dubai with Onijah. Meanwhile, Nikki and LiAngelo are striking out on love as Jello's rap career takes off, and he takes up a new persona, one that we might see on Love and Hip Hop. But their relationship isn't the only one being tested. Keke told Usher he left hers on the rocks, but he fired back and suggested her man couldn't handle all that love in the club. Did he lie? I don't know. We'll have to see. And yet, here comes Ye. And I have nothing else to say. That's it. Follow us everywhere the show streams and downloads. Watch us on YouTube. Make sure you get ready for the Jason Lee Show.
Allegedly.
Oops, sorry. As it airs, scheduled to air on February 16th.
In 2 days.
Right there on the Zeus Network. That's it. That's all. Text me. The number's right here. 310-388-6463. Bye.
The Jason Lee Podcast.